Hey everybody, and we are back with part 2 of One Shots episode 10. The party has just acquired this mysterious and unknown crystal ball from a band of thieves who gave it to them after a small negotiation. And they are on their way to Zagora, I believe the place is named, to deliver it for some money. So, who was it again that has the crystal ball?
Jade.
I do.
Jade. And you are in the middle, Jade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got me and somebody else are scouting out ahead. Like one of us is scouting forward and to the left, and the others forward and to the right, and just looking out for guard patrols or anything suspicious.
And you're all
On
about
our way to the
100
gate.
yards apart, so from first person to last person is 400 yards.
Yeah.
Well, I think the two forward scouts are about even.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, just one is focusing left and one's focusing right,
Okay.
and then the middle, and then the back. So it should only be 200 yards.
Okay, so 2 people in the middle, 2 people in the front, 1 person in the back.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
But the two in the front aren't really right next to each other. They're split maybe, 20, 30 yards apart.
Okay.
Not front to
I
back.
take it that we've lived in the city for a while.
Yeah. This is
How
your
are
hometown.
how are racial relations here?
Fairly good for the most part. As I said before, it's a little uncommon to see gnomes around, but everything else is pretty straightforward.
Man, we should have
Everything's
robbed the gnomes.
So as you guys are heading out of the city, Jade, you feel something warm against your back, and it feels like it's coming from where you're holding the orb. As you're approaching, you can see the gate, and you're getting kind of close to it. You're 300 yards out from it, and you kind of feel this warmth glowing, pushing against your back.
Does it feel good?
It's more unsettling.
I'm going to keep going forward.
She's a professional.
Okay.
Bear through the pain.
Who else is in the middle with Jade?
Me.
Takai?
Well, yeah.
Felix? Okay. So, as the 2 people in front are kind of getting to the gate, whoever's in the most front position is just about to get to the front of the gate. When Felix, you notice that the satchel that Jade is carrying is starting to emit light.
Oh shit. Well, at least we didn't do this at night.
I'm like, Jade, can we do something about that? And it's kind
About
of
what?
pointing down. Do you not notice your satchel is glowing?
We could. I'm gonna. We could cover it with some cloth or something.
Yeah, I'll try and cover it with a jacket or cloak, or if I've got something like that to put it on.
Wasn't it in a sack already?
It was in a sack, and
Yes.
the sack
So
is
this
glowing.
is glowing through the sack? Okay.
Yep.
Crap. So if I try and put my cloak on it, does the cloak start glowing as well?
Not at first, but after a few moments, light starts to seep through the cloak somehow.
I don't think we're going to get out like this, guys.
The 2 people in
I
front,
haven't-
you
yeah.
haven't noticed this, so you're starting to
Right.
walk out the gate at this point.
Well, I don't want to walk out the gate right away. I want to see, is there what's the situation at the gate? Is it just wide open, or is there a line of people to get out? Are there any?
There are people being searched coming in. Anyone's allowed to leave that wants to leave.
Okay.
There's no real checking the people who are leaving town.
How many
Okay.
guards?
8 at the gate.
Oh. And how are they set up? Is there a station there, or are they just
There
standing?
are 3 archers on the wall, and down below there are 5 people. 1 officer, 4 regular dudes, 4 grunts. Officer, you can tell because he's carrying a sword. The rest of them are carrying spears. Officer has plate. Everyone else has chain. The officer is currently talking to someone who's pulling a cart in. God knows what they're talking about. While 2 of his guards kind of stand intimidatingly in front of it, and the other 2 are just kind of scanning the area, checking, looking down the line at people who might be coming in. The others kind of casually looking around at people in the city.
Okay. Is there any like carts that will be leaving at or a little after the time that Jade and Felix should be reaching the gate?
You have no idea. There's some carts going through the city, but you can't tell if they're about to leave or if they're just like coming down this road and taking a left and going over there.
Sure. I guess I would like just check back to make sure that everything's okay before going to the gate.
Hmm.
Do I notice anything amiss? Like,
You see Felix and Jade kind of like talking together for a moment.
but they seem okay.
Yeah, they don't seem under distress or anything.
I'm gonna go through the gate then.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang
like-
back.
Okay.
Felix, we should probably not go this way.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. So how far ahead are the other 2? Lamia and John Locke.
Well, at this
100
point,
yards,
100
120
yards.
yards.
Okay, I'll say, hey, Jade, stay over kind of here in this alleyway or something, and I'm just going to kind of casually, like, quickly walk up to just let them know what's going on, that we have to find another route out, and explain what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go back, go away from the gate, and look for an alleyway to go in.
Okay. George, you see this happening, not going according to plans, but you're
Yeah.
aware of what's going on. What do you
So
do?
I kind of look around, make sure nobody notices Jade slipping into the alleyway, and then I follow her in.
Okay. Okay. Felix, you start walking up towards, who was it? Lamia? You said you
Lamia,
went
yeah,
back?
Lamia and John
Yes,
Locke,
I
'cause they're the
helped
ones
back.
ahead.
Yeah, but John Locke already left.
Oh, right,
Lamia
Yeah,
is
I'm
at the back.
outside.
Okay, so Lamia.
Yeah. You walk up to Lamia.
Lamia, we're having an issue. It's glowing, and it
What's
won't stop.
glowing?
It.
Of course. It can never be that easy.
Never. We're trying to find
Where is
another way
it?
around. It's with
Do we-
Jade.
Do we need to? How obvious is it?
Pretty obvious.
Do you think we could pull off a distraction?
That's our only chance unless we try and find another way around, like over the wall or through another gate that's less guarded.
Where'd the other 2 go?
Well, he's behind us, and John Locke went ahead, didn't he?
Where's Jade and where's the orb?
Oh. They're back where I left them. They went into an alley.
You point out the alley to me?
From this distance, probably not. I can show you.
Fine.
Neil, is there so? Is this a very like popular gate? Like this is like the main gate of the city, or would there be like a less well-known, less guarded gate that we know about?
The south
South
gate
one.
is the
talked
less
about
heavily
this.
guarded one.
Oh shoot, yeah. Okay, I say we try and make it for the south gate then, and we'll double back around afterward. Does that work, Lamia?
Do we even need to travel north? If it's worth so
Yes.
much, couldn't we just find a fence anywhere?
Good luck trying to explain what it does, though. Besides glow, even when it's covered.
Isn't this your line of work? Aren't you supposed to know things other people don't? I'm sure we could put our ears to the ground and find something out.
Probably could. It would take time because we don't know. Again, we just don't know what it does. But I'm sure we could find out.
So what's the problem?
Where do you hide something that glows no matter how much it's covered?
It won't stop glowing? Did you know why it started glowing? What did you do? You did something again, didn't you?
I didn't do anything. Again, Jade had it, not me.
I roll my eyes, wave my hand, and head to the alleyway.
Okay. So make our way back to Jade.
Yeah, you're back with Jade now.
Okay. All right, guys. I think we to figure out why it's glowing. Is it kind of a secluded enough area we could take it out without being super noticed?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Neil, did the glowing go down as I got away from the gate?
You didn't go that far from the gate. You're still pretty much the same distance from the gate. You're just kind of out of the road. Alright, so everyone except for John Locke is together in this alleyway. John Locke, after walking, you take a glance behind you to make sure everything's going to plan, and you see none of the party.
I'm gonna hang out for 10 minutes.
So
See
you've walked through the gate, you're on the other side, but now you're just gonna stop on the other side of the
well,
gate?
not right away. I would go to a little bit past the end of the line of people. How long is the line?
It's 6 people in line.
Oh, it's not that long.
No.
Maybe 50 yards out, and then just kind of see if anything happens. And then when it doesn't, I'd wait probably 15 minutes, and then go back in.
Okay. Alright. So, meanwhile, everyone else, what are you doing?
So
So
Jade,
kind of yeah.
what did you screw up this time?
Oh, I didn't screw up anything. The orb just felt warm, like an unbearable heat, and it got really glowy.
Were you rubbing it? I know you have a habit of rubbing balls.
How
What did you
dare
do?
you? I did nothing. It was in the
Bumbling
satchel,
idiots.
and that was it.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm even doing with you guys. What would you do without me?
We'd just be a group with one less person.
You'd be in jail. Or worse.
Still be a group,
So-
one less person.
Any bright ideas?
How about we try the south gate?
Yeah. May need a distraction as well if it keeps getting brighter. But
Has it been getting
bright?
brighter, or is the illumination been constant?
It's been glowing brighter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who lives closest to our location?
Mm, Felix does.
Ugh. Felix's place is a dump, but it's the
Yes, it
closest.
is. Alcohol everywhere.
We want to rendezvous there and figure this out.
Yeah, but we're just
Quite
gonna-
possibly, yes. Just even if we can just figure out why it's glowing or what, if we can stop it.
We'll deal with the glowing when we get to the gate. Because somehow I think it will keep glowing.
Well, I'll leave this to you boys. I'll be at Felix's. I just head off.
Like, okay, I'll see you at my house later.
At my house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll try and kind of cover up whatever side the satchel's on, be right there and try and cover up the light or throw another thing over and then try and quickly make it back to my house.
Okay.
With Jade.
Yeah. So we all kind of shuffle back to his house, keeping Jade and human shield around her, kind of.
Okay,
Can
so
I
you're all
see them
packing
when I-
very closely together then.
Yes. We're really good friends.
We're
Okay.
the best
Really
friends.
good friends.
Can I see them when I walk back in, or are they gone by this point?
Yeah, you totally notice them.
Okay,
You see, you see them as like a tight pack.
Right. I'm gonna try to follow and see if there's any if they draw any attention. So I'll be following for 30, 40 yards back.
Okay. You all reconvene at Felix's house.
Took you long enough.
When's the last time you cleaned up in here, bro?
The place is a dump.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't stay here very often, okay? Anyway, on to the matter at hand. And I'm like, Jade, can you take it out? Like, is it too hot to touch now?
I'll try to take it out.
Alright, it's actually cool to the touch, and you notice the glowing has lessened significantly.
I'm going to light a candle next to it to see if they're the same type of light.
What do you mean by the same type of light?
Like
You know, the same
artificial light, or like artificial versus like a flame. That type.
What's artificial light?
It's fluorescent.
I mean, it's not a fluorescent light bulb,
God damn it.
but I don't understand the
is-
question.
Is there a difference between a continual light spell or something like
Is
that
there-
that would be magic? Like, would we be able to
Continual
tell
light
between
spell
natural?
produces light as if daylight, or as
Yes.
bright as daylight, but only in the visible spectrum, not in
So there
infrared
isn't.
or ultraviolet.
There
Candles
isn't
will
like
produce infrared and visible.
There isn't like a. Is there a visible way for us to tell the difference between something that's naturally occurring and a magical effect?
Law, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, right. Magical glowing balls, very natural.
Well,
Yeah, it didn't. If it was occurring naturally, it wouldn't start doing it randomly.
I'm
I think
guessing.
Did it? It's like a anti-theft measure because we're trying to take it out of the city that the Wizard's Tower is in.
Yeah, I'm assuming that I got filled in on all this once we got back to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it sounds like a tether. Like the further you get away from the central location, the brighter and warmer it gets. So, is it still glowing right now?
Yes.
Is it only cloth that it seeps through? Like if we put it in some type of, wooden box or something like that?
You look around for a wooden box, eventually find one that will fit it, and
Felix
put
is
it in
a slob and doesn't have
there. It
any
doesn't
boxes.
seem to be glowing out of it, but
Keeps
the
the
light
boxes
is
on.
still getting softer and softer and cooler.
Okay. So it's working now, but that may not be,
Just
valid.
put it in a
for-
box and cover it with a bunch of crap. Just a whole bunch of stuff.
It's been a few more hours now, and now it's getting on towards evening.
Hmm.
They don't search carts when they leave, do they?
Nope. Unless they
Did
have
we
some
lose-
reason to search them.
Is there, to have a cart, would you have to have some type of animal, like a draft or a pack horse or something to draw it?
No,
or
some
are there
people
like,
actually pull carts themselves.
okay, you can get like a hand cart or something like that?
Totally.
Can we, what do you guys
We're
think
thieves,
about,
we can steal one.
yeah, just steal one, put a bunch of Felix's crap that he's got laying around, pile it on top of this like thing in the box, and then just walk it out.
Okay. You gonna do it right now?
I don't know. No time like the present. What do you guys think?
Might as well. Yeah. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's hire or buy a cart and fill it with hay.
Buy a
Walk
cart?
out.
What are you? Not a thief?
Well, I'd rather not draw suspicion while we're have this such a hot item on us.
Do you have money
But-
for a cart?
I don't know, because this character sheet says that I'm dead still.
What?
Well, it's because it's Gilbert's sheet.
Undead.
You should be at full HP, and you should have the same everything that Gilbert had.
Oh. For a while, I thought we were in the Sixth Sense there.
So, what do you guys go now?
Yeah. So
How high are the city walls?
City walls are 25 feet tall.
Okay.
What is the... How is waste removed from the city? Are there drains? Are there sewer pipes?
There are gutters that fill up with water when it rains that kind of wash things out of the city into the river.
How often does it rain?
I would say
Let's go through the sewers.
30
There's no
days out of the year.
sewers, it
There's no
just-
underground sewers. It's all
Yeah,
above
it
ground.
just
It's
goes
a
into the
disgusting
river.
Yeah.
Like, unless you want to take a dip.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna
It
see like a
probably
glowing
does.
thing in the river. I think we just try to grab a
River
cart.
The river doesn't pass through town, does it?
No, it passes just outside of town. The town butts up against the river at one point. The wall kind of goes and then just stops at the river, so the town is kind of open on one side where the river would be, and there's a bridge that crosses that has a guard station on each side of the bridge.
I don't think that sounds any better than the gate.
no.
No.
Let's take the south gate at night, and if there's lesser guards, we could probably take care of them then.
Are you guys still against stealing a cart?
I'm not.
I'd be okay with that idea.
Yeah, let's steal a cart and get out of here.
I'm not sure I want to leave tonight. The traffic, there's much less traffic. It'll be very conspicuous. In the day,
Neil, if we
could make a
leave right
distraction.
now, would we be able to get there before, while there's still some traffic?
Like, leave the gate?
Yeah.
Like, if we leave the house right now, would we be able to get to the gate at a time when there's still traffic going in and out?
Probably coming in, probably. Going out,
Not much
probably
going out.
not.
Okay,
No, I mean, no one would be leaving town at this hour of day.
Right.
Couldn't get anywhere.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with waiting then.
do we know when the guards change shifts?
Yeah, you know.
I don't see how that helps us though, unless
That
we
always
know of a
helps.
shift that's gonna, leave early, or a shift that's gonna come late, so there's a gap.
No shifts leaves, or like there's never no one on shift. People
Yeah.
come until someone relieves them.
Damn it, why can't there be bad guards in this town?
Because
What-
then they wouldn't
oh.
have jobs.
What time is the shift change?
The next shift change would be in 3 hours.
Okay.
But then it would be obvious.
And in the morning?
So the guards change every 3 hours. Guards don't get a lunch break. They're on watch for 8-hour shifts. So the next shift is in 3 hours. Right now it's about 4 o'clock. So 3 hours from now would be 7 o'clock. 8 hours from 7 o'clock would be 3 and 2 is 5 and 3, so 3 a.m. And that would go 3 a.m. until 11 a.m. And then you have 11 a.m. till whatever.
So are you boys still set on leaving tonight?
I'm fine with leaving in the morning.
Whatever. Either way.
If
That
you
The
don't-
is-
sooner
now
the
and
better,
just-
but I understand the desire to wait.
I'd
We could
rather
leave
leave
now and just kill the
tonight
guards.
because there will probably be less guards during the night.
Neil, is that true?
Well, less guards during the night.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'd say they're
you'll have like 1 or 2 less. It's technically less, but it's not. There's still a lot. There's still guards.
So what? Are we meeting back here tomorrow morning?
Yep, let's do it.
Sounds like the plan.
Then I'm hitting the bars. I head for tavern. What I'm trying to do is I want to keep my ear to the ground, maybe eavesdrop, see if I can pick up any rumors concerning this orb.
Okay.
I mean, if or the wizard it supposedly belongs to. If there's a well-known, what do we know about the well-known wizard in town?
Is there
Actually,
like
you
a?
don't know the wizard that they're talking about.
Yeah, there's no like big wizard in this city, is there? Like that's something we didn't know about,
No, not like super big, not Dalamar big.
or anyone. Are there at least wizards in the city?
Yeah, there are. Every city has some wizards in them.
A large number, or enough that we could like kind of stake out their houses and see if there's unusual activity going on.
It would be hard to narrow down which one because there's not like the prominent wizard or the
Right.
prominent wizards. There's just like, a smattering of different types, and unless you're kind of in that community, you
Yeah,
don't
that
always
makes sense.
necessarily know who's the most prominent.
Do any of us have a contact in that community that we could ask?
No.
Do I know where the guards would bars or taverns where guards would frequent? Like a cop bar or the medieval equivalent.
Do any of us have a guard?
They do that in the barracks.
Do any of us have a guard contact that we could apply for information?
I mean, sometimes they go to other bars, but usually they hang out in their barracks and drink. There are a couple of places where they do tend to visit, though, when they're not in the barracks. None of you guys have a contact with the guards.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I actually want to go back to the bar that we were originally in.
Yeah, me too. I want to try to find the gnomes.
Yeah, that was my idea.
Okay, you go back to the original bar?
Yep.
Everyone,
And
or
so-
just one of you?
I think it's just the two of us.
I'm staying
Yeah.
at Felix's.
George and John go to the bar.
Okay, George and John go to the bar.
All right, so I'm going to order a drink from the bartender and set up in the corner of the bar.
Are the gnomes still there?
No, the gnomes are gone.
Okay.
No, never mind
You're done?
All right.
That's it?
No. Okay, so I'm going to say, where'd the short people go?
They went to bed.
All right.
Okay.
Are you they
they
friends of
look-
yours?
No, I just thought it was interesting that they were traveling through town. So I'd still take that drink and go to the corner and sit there for about half hour or so.
Did they look wealthy?
The gnomes?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Okay.
So did
Like I
I
said-
manage to gather any juicy rumors by chance?
About what in particular?
The disappearance. I mean, the guards seem to be making a big deal about it, so it's possible that something got out.
Where were you looking again? I forgot where you were looking for information.
Well, apparently there is no cop bar.
No,
But,
there were a couple. There are a few. But they're pretty much like guards only. Not by law, but they're right next to the barracks, and the guards always hang out there, and that just kind of becomes the default guard place. No one really else goes.
I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So you show up at the guards bar. One of them. You open the door, walk in, and you see everyone dressed in the trappings of soldiers, with the exception of you. And you get more than a few queer looks as you step in.
Well, I walk up like it ain't no thing to the bar and order a drink.
Okay.
She's just a girl that likes cops.
Sure. Yeah. You walk up to the bar. You order a drink. Barkeep slides it across to you.
I thank him and bat my eyelashes, all seductive like, and with my 4 charisma.
With your 4 charisma, you cannot bat eyelashes seductively. It looks kind of menacing, like. You look like Eric when he's Mafia, basically.
And I'm going to first. I'm just going to sit at the bar, take sips from my drink, and try to just overhear what's going on and wait for it to kind of calm down for people to get used to my presence there.
Okay. Well, let's roll for hotness for you.
Oh, please. PC
9. Just about average. Within average range. Eventually, one of the guards kind of comes over to you and sits down in front of you and says, "Hey there, lady."
What state is he in?
Mildly intoxicated.
Drunk. He's talking to you. Come on.
Ha ha. Well, hello there, officer.
4 charisma.
Damn it. What do you want?
I just thought you might be interesting to talk to. You know, all these other people around here are kind of jerks, so I thought I might as well come and sit next to you. Is that a problem?
No, I guess not. I look at him. I just look at him, like deadpan, waiting.
What's your name, Missy?
Abigail.
It's nice to meet you, Abigail. I am Felraw.
Felraw. That's a name.
Yes,
So
it is a
Felraw.
name. I'm glad you noticed. Not everyone notices it's a name.
Mm. Such a shame. Care to buy a girl a drink?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? Bartender! He yells. And eventually someone comes over, brings you guys some more drinks. And says, so, what are you doing around here? I think I've seen you here before.
I'm quiet for a second. I look down in my glass. Oh, you know, I'm... Something about the uniform. Men in uniforms. They get me all hot and bothered.
Well, if that's the case, you should come back with me, because I know a place where that's okay. It might not be working out in here. This place can get kind of stuffy. So why don't you just come with me?
Lead the way.
Okay. He puts his drink down and walks out the door. Give me a perception check.
Alright, let's see. What's my perception? 13. D20 plus 13.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, first roll of the night. Don't screw it
Yeah.
up.
It's a 1.
Oh no, I'm well known in my gaming groups for my impeccable rolls.
Oh, 2. Impeccable.
All right. You walk on out.
Dude totally roofied your drink.
Awesome.
He leads you back to the guards' quarters.
Wait, the guards' quarters? Like the barracks?
Yeah, he starts leading you back to the barracks. And he gets back to the barracks and opens the door and kind of like waves you and says, "Ladies first."
I walk in.
Okay.
What, do I see anything?
Yeah, there are a bunch of guys sitting around and doing some other stuff, and they all kind of look up over at you, and then some of them give a whistle.
A whistle. Wow. Have they been
This dude-
drinking?
They give a whistle.
It's been a while for these guys.
This dude even have his
Yeah.
own room, or is it just gonna be like on a bunk?
There are a series of bunk beds. So he walks in behind you, shuts the door, and says, "Well, I know you said you like the uniform, so, you know, got me and my friends here."
Teal, is this gonna be a gangbang?
I'm not sure. I knew what I was getting into here. I don't think I thought this one out. Okay.
Well, yeah, I got you a drink.
So, oh man, can I roll a memory check to remember his name? It was like F something.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a. Actually, hold on. What is the?
There's a
Gosh.
memory stat, isn't there?
There is a memory stat.
9.
Okay, yeah, but it's I've changed some of the things around in the system, so I'm not sure about everything does again. Yeah, go ahead. Give me a memory check.
Okay.
Excuse me for a moment while I roll some dice. I forgot your name.
Is that another 2?
That is another 2. You have no idea what this guy's name is.
Well, it's Felra,
Same
but
as
you don't
you.
know that.
You have no idea.
I just remember it was an F. Oh man. Wow, can we switch back to the other guys for a second? 'Cause this is getting a little out of hand.
I'm
very
sorry.
quickly.
You chose this course of action. He kind of looks at you, and some of the guards in the room start laughing.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, I'm not that kind of woman that you can just buy me a drink.
But I did. You asked me to, and now we're here, which you said you wanted. So
Can I?
he kind of just like gives you a look and raises his eyebrows expectantly.
Well, you're going to have to forgive me, but I need to know a little more than the fact that you can afford a drink.
Look, I got a sword, big sword. I can swing it around.
I love
That's-
drunk Neil.
A big sword.
Drug deal's best deal.
How very impressive. Tell me, do you get to use that sword often?
I was hoping to tonight.
Oh, I meant
But I'm ish.
I meant while you're working. I heard there's been some excitement about town recently.
I was thinking there was some excitement in here.
Well, you know what gets me in the mood? Big, strong men doing their dangerous jobs.
Yeah, well, that's why I brought you back here. Me and my comrades are the best in the business.
Are his
Well,
comrades-
Anyway, look,
Regale
do you want me to get you another drink? We got some drinks here. I think you need to loosen up a little bit. Here, why don't you sit down at the table with us? And here, let me get you a drink. And he motions to the table, and one of the guards kind of stands up and pulls out a chair for you.
I sit down.
Okay, let's flip back to someone else for a while. the
I
rest
would
of the
like
party.
to go to the bar where the guy got arrested.
So,
All right, you're at the bar where the guy got arrested.
I just want to ask around and see if anybody knew him or heard of what happened.
The bartender is there. He's like, yeah, I was here. I saw this guy get it hauled out by the guards. They're pretty rough with him.
You know why?
Said he stole something.
You know anything about him?
Never seen him before in my life.
So there's really no new information there? Or do I have to dig for it?
I've given you what you've asked for.
All right. So nobody knows even his name?
I never saw him before. Didn't catch his name.
What about what he was supposed to have stolen?
Guards didn't say. He didn't say. Besides, this is the sort of place where less you hear, the better.
Sure. You said he got a room?
No, he was just here for drinks.
All right. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can find. There's rooms upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Can I go upstairs without being seen by the bartender?
No.
Like even if I, like wait until he's pouring a drink or
I
doing
mean, there's
something.
not much else here, so at this time this is like a pretty dead place. So it's the sort of thing where like he would see and hear you going upstairs because there's nothing else to look at.
I can't hide in shadows and move silently.
He's watching you. You're like the only person in the room. There's like two
I'm the
people
only
in the
one
room.
in the bar? What kind of crap bar is this?
I told you it's kind of a dead place.
All right.
This is an Elder Scrolls. You can't just go invisible in front of people.
No, you go invisible behind them. They just.
And
All right.
just walk around in front of them and they don't see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not Elder Scrolls.
Let's see. What would be climbing? Is that dexterity or athletics? Or strength?
Athletics is climbing.
Well, that guy climbed out of the window. Would it be possible to climb up to the window? That seems like it'd be a lot harder.
In theory, you could do it. If you do roll high enough on your athletics checks, yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, you'll need a 25 to climb into the window.
Oh god.
It's gonna go over well.
Watch this athletics is like 2.
Also, I should mention that is not climbing into the window with any particular stealth or anything. Anyone in the streets would still see you climbing into the window on the second
What
story.
about? Is there a window at the back?
Yeah, there are a couple in the back. But the back of the bar is just kind of like it's a bit of a back alleyway between buildings, but kind of halfway down the block. So there aren't very many people about, but that's kind of where a lot of vagrants hang.
So if I tried to climb in, people would see me.
Yeah, but the people in the back are just kind of, bums,
Nobody cares.
hobos. Well, you decide.
Nobody
that.
cares enough to ask them.
I'm not saying that. Those are your words.
All right. I'm gonna try to climb up the back.
Okay. Same check needed.
Okay.
25, 25, 25.
Athletics, you said?
Yeah, D20 plus athletics.
That's not the right place. All right, here we go.
ETH.
Ugh.
Wow.
Really?
Them twos,
You
man.
so
I think
far.
this is rigged.
Wow.
Collusion.
How much noise do I make when I fall?
You do one of those like step on here and then kind of jump for the next ledge and just don't get close enough, tumble back downward, knock over a box of things, lands on a hobo who goes, "Hey, what the fuck?" and yells loudly.
All right. I don't know. I want to see if I can find where that guy climbed out of, because I'm assuming he had a room. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just went upstairs. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I'm just gonna go to sleep and then meet up with the guys in the morning.
You hear a disembodied voice. Save me. Save me.
I don't want to metagame this, man. I don't know where you are. I assume that you can take care of yourself. After all, you were the one talking smack all day.
And the voice
Oh.
yells back, "Take
What a
one for the
gentleman."
team." Or 2, I guess. Or 3, I don't know.
You hear 4 voices saying, "Enjoy it."
Yep.
It's got really weird really quick.
Hey, that's your fault.
You are the one that wanted to hit on guards.
I suppose.
And the guards of olden day are known for their brutality and that sort of thing. They were not nice people. It's people who are looking for positions of power and like to be in charge or brutalize other people. That's kind of those that were hired into the service.
So this is the barracks. How
Yeah.
many guards are there, and what's the layout?
There
look
are
like?
6 guards in there right now. 4 of them are at the table. One of them is the guy you walked in with, who's getting you an ale, and the last guy is sitting in his bunk, possibly asleep.
Possibly asleep.
Wait, he's sitting but asleep?
Did I say sitting? I just
Yeah.
meant he was in his bunk, laying in his bunk, possibly asleep.
Okay.
But he's like
And-
on top of covers and stuff, and still in his clothes.
Can we
Please
roll
totally
for
just do it.
inebriation of the guards?
I know how inebriated they are.
Fair enough.
You
We'd
can
have
make
to-
a perception check, and I will make a perception check for you in secret and tell you how inebriated you think they are.
Sounds awesome.
That would be lovely.
Okay, what's your perception?
A 13, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Most of them are fairly sober. Probably 2 drinks deep.
Ugh.
Perfectly capable of functioning and whatnot. The guy who brought you in is the most drunk of them all. He's probably, 4 drinks deep.
You got drunk on 4 drinks?
I mean, 4 drinks in like an hour or 2. Like if you've had, he could have had like 6 drinks in 2 hours. So 4 drinks is like the ones that have not been processed yet.
Okay. And when they sat me down by the table,
They were playing cards.
they're playing cards. Do I know what they were playing?
Yeah, they're playing a familiar card game.
Familiar? Care if I join?
Sure. Do you have any money to deal yourself in?
Neil, do I have any money to deal myself in?
Check your character
What does
sheet.
your character sheet say?
Mike, I've been looking through my character sheet and I see nothing.
You are broke.
Damn.
This is not a good position.
I'm sure you're really good at poker. You can win.
You don't have any money? It's alright. You can play strip.
You have gaming as a proficiency.
No, I don't.
You should just cheat.
I think that's what I'm going to try to do here.
You gonna try and cheat?
Yes, but this is more of a delaying tactic. While I'm playing, I'm going to be asking them questions.
Okay, so what do you ask them?
Well, I'm going to start off with just some basic chit-chat, insinuating that
You kind of want to bang them all.
wow, insinuating that I'm very interested in what it is that they do on a day-to-day basis.
We protect and serve the people of the city. Without us, these people here they'd fall into chaos and they'd all probably kill each other.
Oh yes,
Or rob each other blind. Or I don't know.
Neil-
just-
what was the name of the bar where where our partner escaped from?
I think it was
the Red Tavern?
The Red Tavern?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I was at the Red Tavern the other day, and I saw you apprehend a brigand.
That was totally today.
Oh, good morning.
Well, there's a lot of us here. We apprehend brigands all the time.
I had to tell you, it was so exciting. He looked like such a uncouth sort. I was wondering, what is it that he did? Do you know?
You know, I wasn't the one to do that myself, but people get arrested all the time. He's probably just being a drunken lout, or maybe he's harassing someone, maybe he's a pickpocket. Who knows? That end of town is all sketchy anyway. What were you doing hanging down there?
Oh, you know, a girl has to get her thrills somewhere.
Look, we got more than enough guys here to give you a thrill for tonight, so why don't we just drop the pretense?
Just a moment. There's enough of Lamia to go around. But
Literally.
yeah. I know that you can't speak openly, and that's very admirable. But I heard that there's something very exciting went down at the Red Tavern. Something was stolen?
Well, as you said, we can't speak publicly, so...
Hey Neil.
Secret's a state and all, yes, dear God, what do you need?
Do any of the guards notice that he said there's enough of Lamia to go around? When before he told them that his
Why
name
would
was
you
Abigail?
bring that up?
Yeah,
would you
man.
bring that
Why
up?
would you bring that up?
I saw it. I just thought it'd be funny.
Leave it be. Leave it be. Hold on. Let
Okay.
it progress.
Neil has his ways.
All
It's
right.
not
So
just
here's
the
my
fact
question:
that
Do
you're
you
so-
are you drinking what they offer you? And you're playing with them?
I'm playing with them, but I'm not drinking.
Give me a D20 roll.
Wow.
I'm gonna
You
guess
roll
it's
higher
two.
than them, you win. You roll lower than them, you lose.
Just a flat
Just a
D20?
flat D20.
This should go well.
Okay. 2, 2, 2, and 14.
Okay. You lose. You have
Of
no
course
money.
I lose.
Therefore,
That's rough, man.
What you didn't take off? Is what Neil's asking.
What I'm going to take off. I'm
You have, like
going.
a shoe.
Okay, wait, but before that, we were talking about the stolen plotline, and they told me that they couldn't speak openly about it. What I wanted to reply to that was that it's not just the fact that you're so.
four
I'll let you
charisma.
take-
4 charisma. Don't forget that. You keep forgetting the 4 charisma.
Yeah.
Neil.
In which case,
you're-
I'm going to have to take something off, and that is, I'm just going to take off. I'm just going to get up and bolt.
You're just gonna run.
Yes, I'm just going to get up and bolt. And while I'm at it, let's see, what can I do here? Nothing. I'm just going to get up and bolt.
Okay. There is a roar of laughter as you run out of the room.
They do nothing?
They do
don't
nothing.
follow? Okay. Well, then I'm just going to catch my breath after I've run some, like half a kilometer away. And then I'm going to straighten myself up and walk back to Felix's like nothing ever happened.
Okay. Woo! And at that point, we are done with hour 2. Let's come back to one shots
Oh my
in
God.
3 to 5 minutes with
Best
the
hour ever.
next bit of the storyline. All right, see you guys soon. Oh dear God.
Oh god.
Overlays change.
Okay.